Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here today to show you, to teach a little bit about logic gates in Minecraft using redstone. I have a few of the most basic ones that are really easy to understand, and I will explain all of them and how they work. We'll start off with the most basic one. This one is called a NOT gate. So what it does is it basically inverts a signal. So where the regular signal, you have just a simple thing where you turn it on, it's on, you turn it off, it's off. But what if you want your lights on permanently, but you want to flicker them? Well, here's a quick flicker. Using a button, you turn it off momentarily while it stays on permanently. Okay, so that is just a way to invert a signal. It's also known as an inverter. It's called a NOT because it's just, I don't remember the exact explanation as to why it's a NOT, but I do remember that it's like something is, I forget, I think something about not being on. Anyways, this one is called an AND, which means this one and this one, both being off, will turn this on. So as you can see, both of them are off, which turn off these redstone torches, which light this up. See the similarities between these two, whereas you're powering this torch to turn it on permanently. Well, this time that torch turned off. So if this one is on, then this will be off, but this will still be off. But having both of them off will turn it on. This one's called an NAND gate, or an NAND, whatever you'd like to say. It's basically the opposite of that. So instead of a redstone torch, if this one is off, it'll stay on. If this one is off, it'll turn off. If this one is off and this one is on, it'll turn on. So this is like having two light switches in separate parts of the house. The only thing is you can't turn it off, right? So that's a little bit annoying. So we have an OR. So this one will turn it on and turn it off. This one will turn on and off. Having both on, however, will cause that problem. So that is an OR gate. This is a NOR, which is, as you can guess by the pattern, having an N at the beginning is the opposite. You could use this button, turn it on, use this lever, turn it on, turn this lever to turn it on. You could have all of them activated, it'll be on. But there's no exceptions. There's no, well, if this one's on, this one has to be off. There's nothing like that. You don't have to worry about anything like that. And then we get a little bit more complicated. This is called an XOR gate. So what this is doing is you turn this one on. This turns, oh, looks like I forgot to replace something here. You turn this one on. So this will turn this off, turning this off, which will turn this off, keeping this one on. So this redstone torch is on, which will turn this redstone lamp off. You turn this off, well then this redstone torch is off as well as this one. You turn this on, does the same thing. Now having both of them on will actually turn it off, because as you can see, this is off, this torch is off, this torch is off, but this one is on, powering these ones, which then turns off these ones, turning this off. So basically everything's off except for this one. And the only way to turn that on, or turn this torch off, is if we have one on here, which will in fact turn this on. So finally we have the XNOR gate. So this one is just like the XOR, but NOR. Now if you go back to the NOR, so we have OR and then we have NOR, which is basically like it's just turned on by anything. So this one, you turn this one off, that one's off, turn this one off, it turns on. So having one on will actually turn it off, on, off, on, off, both off, turns it on. So let's go back here. So the torch, this is completely unpowered and it is on. If you remember, there's a few that don't need to be powered to be turned on. So we have this one, the NOT gate that we started with, that doesn't need power to be turned on. This is a little bit more complicated, way more complicated version of it. So if you remember, we were talking about having two light switches in a house. You turn this one on, well that turns the light, or turn this one on, this turns the light switch off. you turn this one on, the light switch will turn on. And so let's say you come into your house, pretend this is much bigger than it is. You come into your house and the lights are off. So you come into your house, you turn the lights on. And you're like, I'm going to go to the backyard and check something out. So you can turn that off. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to build all these. So for the first one, it's very straightforward. Everything here is what you'll need besides the sign. I use the sign just to make sure I didn't mess up the names. So all you need for this one is a torch on a block, followed by an output going into some sort of device to power. This could be a piston or whatever. Turning it on. I think that is 2 ticks of pulse, so it actually won't spit out a block if you try and do this. If you know anything about 1 tick pulses. So I think, yeah, that's about 2 ticks. So we'll leave it with the redstone lamp though. And then this AND gate here, all you need is 3 blocks going across, 2 redstone torches like that, or sorry, not like that, just like here. Why can I not? There we go. Like that, and then going into redstone lamp. And then as well as your input here and here. And then our NAND gate, very similar. Just like that. And then the OR gate, you're going to separate them somehow, just like that, and have them connect. No repeaters, obviously, unless you have repeaters just like this. Otherwise you can't use, obviously you couldn't use repeaters right here, or else it kind of defeats the purpose. And then going out into your redstone lamp. See how that works. And then next we got our NOR, very simply, very similar to the NOT gate, where you have inputs. You can put as many as you want, does not matter as long as this block is powered. That's all that really matters. And then yeah, XOR, very simple. Well, it's one of the harder ones, but what you're doing is you're kind of building, if you guys know anything about the creeper face, you're kind of building a little bit of that. As well as this, 4 redstone torches just like that, and then a 5th one right here, 2 more right here, and just like that. And then you're going to put a little output here going into your power, whatever you're trying to power. Turning this one off, we'll keep it on. Turning both off. Turning both off like that. Sorry, one sec, did I do it right? What am I forgetting? Oh, you need 2 redstone. I was wondering why it wasn't working. So you turn this on, it'll stay on. Turn both off, it'll go. Turn this on, off, on. So you walk in the house, light turned on, but you're trying to leave, light turned off. Same sort of thing. The XNOR, very similarly, you're building basically the exact same thing with a little bit added extras. So do all of that. Instead, as you can see at the end here, we have this. So this, this will go on top into that, or sorry, I guess not that way, to that, going this way into your block, just like that. Adding your input, there's on, having both on, doesn't matter, and yeah. And let's see if everything is, did I do everything? Of course not. I always seem to forget something. Okay guys, so here's a quick example of what I was trying to say with the XOR gate. This is very blocky and would be pretty unnecessary, and could probably be sized down substantially, but the basic idea is you walk in your house and turn on lights. And say you're going down here, you want the lights off, you just hit this lever. Now, normal light system, what would basically happen is you'd have to go to the same light switch every single time to turn on and off the lights. And you know, I've had my own fair struggles with this one. But it's really very simple. I guess you're gonna not have one there, but you get the basic idea. Turning them on, and then when you leave, you gotta turn it off. Now, if you only have one door, that's great. But if you want a little bit easier, turning them on and off just like that. It's made simple with the XOR gate. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys found this a little bit helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.